Welcome to the Benzano Podcast, where we're calling a spade a spade. Great to be here with you guys today. We are officially entering year 3 of Coddle Me. Year 3 of picking and choosing when I want to address the reporters, when I want to address the media, when I want to address the journalists. Year 3 of, if I play good, oh yeah, I'm the first one to the podium. Nobody can beat me to the podium. Year 3 of, if I have a bad game, ooh, go on, cover for me, please. Go out there and take the questions. Take the hard-hitting questions, because I don't want to address them. Folks, there are people that are built to lead, people that are built to follow, and there's people that think they're leaders until it's time to face accountability, and then they run and duck from the spotlight. Ask for the spotlight. Asks for the responsibility. But when it's time to be held to account for that responsibility, ooh, I'm good here. On second thought, this isn't what I asked for. Maybe tomorrow. Folks, I can't imagine a superstar for a team that I root for scared to talk to the media. Scared to talk. Aaron Judge, 0 for 5, 4 for 5. 3 home runs, 3 strikeouts. Doesn't matter. He's going to talk to the media. Max Fried, Garrett Cole. 10 strikeouts, 10 runs allowed. 10 walks, a no-hitter. He's going to come out and speak to the media. Jalen Hurts, good game, bad game. No points in the second half, points in the first half. 1 completion, 20 completions. He's going to come out and speak to the media. Even Caitlin Clark, we saw it all through her rookie season, all through last year. Good game, bad game, decent game, great game. Good shooting, bad shooting, decent shooting, great shooting. Come out and talk to it. Talk about it. Address the reporters. There's a certain somebody in the WNBA that asks for all the spotlight and asks for all the shine. But when things get tough, we tuck our tail. When things get tough, we pull the Marshawn Lynch. Find me. But instead of showing up and saying, I'm here so I won't get fined, she says, I won't show up so you can fine. Let's get right into it, shall we? Please like the video, hype the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below and subscribe to the channel. Angel Reese. Girl, you're my angel. You're my darling. Angel Reese, willing to accept fines for not speaking to the media. Now, this is a policy that started in 2024. We're going to talk about it. Moved into 2025, and now we're heading into 2026. Other than the obvious issue of picking, you are now in a different city. You are in a different situation. That local media shouldn't be punished for what you think the Chicago media did to you. The local reporters over there in Atlanta, the folks that are now covering the team, whatever animosity you had towards the Chicago Sun, towards the Chicago Sky, towards Annie Costabile, whatever animosity you had towards them shouldn't be taken out on this new wave of reporters that are now covering this team, and they're covering your career now that you're in Atlanta. I understand that you're going to tell us in this article below that things get twisted, right? Things get twisted, things get taken out of context. So you're saying, I'd just rather not talk about it. Well, that's for the outside noise. But if the people that are actually reporting on you, these new local journalists in Atlanta, if they're not twisting your words and putting it out of context, then you should continue to speak to them, because as the outside, well, there's always the possibility of that your words get twisted. As long as the people that you're talking to directly don't twist your words, well, the outside world can interpret it any way they want to interpret it. Let's get into the article, shall we? Angel Reese, the 7th overall pick in the 2024 WNBA draft by the Chicago Sky, was dealt to the Atlanta Dream earlier this month in a blockbuster trade. Reese was no stranger to headlines during her 2-year tenure with the Sky, with things coming to a head when she was critical of Chicago's roster during a midseason interview with the Chicago Tribune, resulting in the franchise issuing her a suspension. Her throwing her teammates under the bus in Chicago, she took that as people misconstruing her words and taking it out of context. The two-time All-Star is determined not to repeat her past mistakes in Atlanta, even if it means fines from the league office. She recently appeared on former First Lady Michelle Obama IMO podcast earlier this week and admitted she'd rather deal with fines than a contentious relationship with the media. The media has not always been great for me, and I'll take a fine. I'll catch a fine, especially in the WNBA. I'll have a fine before I have to go to the media and feel like my back is against the wall, Reese told an approving Obama. No surprise that Michelle Obama approves of that. This isn't the first time Reese has expressed this perspective. She skipped out on media exit interviews at the conclusion of the 2025 season and went on to state on her podcast, Unapologetic, that when it came to talking to the media, she'd, quote, rather take the fine sometimes rather than talking to the media because what she says always gets flipped. Well, that exit interview in particular, that would have been a great opportunity for you to clear it up. That would have been a great opportunity for you to take questions and clear it up. Not kind of sidestep the issue and half address it, but not really address it and sidestep it on your own platform, because those questions are now still out there. Questions that haven't been answered. You'd rather avoid the questions, avoid the topic, and kind of duck accountability for what you said when you could have just showed up to the exit interview and responded to the question. Former college basketball player Craig Robinson, Obama's brother and the co-host of the podcast, likened sports media to reality TV and applauded Reese for how she has navigated it. I mean, the WNBA kind of is reality TV, ain't it? Sports is like reality TV. The media wants to manufacture some stuff, and I just want you to know that I noticed how you handled yourself, and it has been absolutely with aplomb, he said. Reese's career, stretching back to her college days with the LSU Tigers, has been the focal point of how much media criticism and even racially charged scrutiny, especially regarding her rivalry with Indiana Fever star Caitlin Clark. She does, however, have spaces and people in the media where she feels comfortable. I get excited for certain people, like a Taylor Rooks, my best friend Taylor Rooks, my good friend Taylor Rooks, a friend, not a person in the media, a friend. Certain people I know I can talk to, so she said on Unapology, Angel, and extended the sentiment to Obama and Robinson. People that don't push back, people that won't push back, people that refuse to push back. I don't think anybody will ever understand what I've been through. I appreciate you guys for making this a safe space for me because, as you said, the media has not always been great for me. She wants a safe space. She wants a bubble. No pushback. I don't think you've ever understand what I've been through. What have you really been through? I mean, what have you really been through other than bringing the eyeballs on you, you doing that to yourself, you purposely bringing the eyeballs on you, you purposely asking for the eyeballs, you purposely taunting, you purposely saying they're here to watch me too, you purposely throwing your teammates under the bus. Like what have you been through that isn't self-inflicted? That would be my question. Now, as we know, in 2024, Angel Reese was the lead cause of the WNBA changing its media policy. WNBA changed its media policy amid growing tensions around the league. Players feel overwhelmed and attacked. Yeah, again, what have you been through? I mean, fake race hoaxes that you've perpetuated? I mean, what have you been through? I'm still curious. Like, there's people allegedly coming up to your bus and harassing you and Kennedy Carter when that never really happened. I'm having trouble to actually figure out what you've been through. The WNBA changed its media policy this week to limit the amount of time star players must meet with reporters. For example, the Chicago Sky have informed reporters this week that rookie Angel Reese and Camila Cardozo will no longer be made available after shoot-around, which is typically the best time for in-depth interviews to take place. This comes after weeks of Sky players feeling overwhelmed by what they viewed to be pestering from reporters about hot-button issues such as Kennedy Carter's flagrant run. So, pestering questions about hot-button issues. Again, topics that need to be addressed, elephant in the room. The players, and it's not just Angel Reese, the players in general in this league, run from it. They don't want it to be touched upon. They don't want it to be asked about. One player, unfortunately, doesn't have the luxury of doing that. One player, unfortunately, has to swallow her pride and answer the question that's posed in front of her. Because if she doesn't, then it really turns into something. Then she really has something to lose because she's trying to be someone people can look up to and a role model. Not ducking accountability like somebody else. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I appreciate all the support. Like the video, hype the video, and subscribe to the channel. I would appreciate that. See you next time, and as always, take it easy.